Hello YouTube, let's understand what this format means and how we're gonna use it. You will always use format when you are trying to make some kind of template. For example, this is just analogy, but if you are grabbing HTML blank templates from internet and you are populating it with actual data, then you're turning that template into useful web pages, concrete web pages. Well, that is something similar to what we're gonna do here with actual data, the actual variables. So the task will be to have 3 variables and then print them on specific places. So we will mess around with their positions. For example, you're creating some kind of accounting software, or you're messing around with place coordinates, something like that. So we will have a variable which will be 1, B which will be 10, and C will be 100. That's really simple stuff because we are trying to understand. So as I said, we will try to print using format. So print, and every time when you're using print, because we are messing around with Python 3, we need to use normal brackets. Then we are dealing with scripts here. So we're gonna use single quotes. Question. Now what? How to populate these concrete values here? We're gonna use blank curly brackets like this. Okay. Now we will just use 3 of them now to get understanding about general, meta formatting. So every time when you are done with this blank organization here, type dot and format, and then again normal brackets, and those normal brackets you will populate with A, B and C in that order or in other order, B, C, A, whatever. Now imagine that you're pulling this data from database, from file, from I don't know, somewhere. That's really not important. We're just trying to understand simple stuff here. As I said, A, B and C. And we will save our script and print it. And we have result in a right panel. So can you add some string on the left side of brackets? Sure you can, not just on left side, you can do that on the right side, sure, of course. So first will be that placeholder, and second will be that placeholder, and we will have also third. We are just practicing, so keeping things pretty much simple. And if we run our scripts now, everything will work also fine. Now let's talk about positions. In Python and most of the other languages, we are counting from 0. For example, you're grabbing something from lists in Python, you will count from 0. Same thing here when you are messing when you're messing around with placeholders and with formatting strings. So you don't see it right here, but there is a actual 0 here. Now we will get absolutely same result if we populate our own positions, if we hardcode them, and when we run our script, that's it, absolutely same result. Okay, what that means? That means, and that is useful because you can actually arrange these positions as you see fit. For example, 2 will be here and 0 will be here and 1 will be here. For some reason, I don't know, you know that reason, but for now we're learning and it's important that we know how to do that. Okay, so you can arrange those positions as you like. No problem. You can do that too, exchange places of B, C and A, but that's not the point. The whole point of format is to mess around with these things here and not with these. These are just like cage. You don't touch this cage, but you mess around with this representation. Okay, sure. Let's go to default. Now what's gonna happen if you have some D, which will be 1000, and you import that D here in, let's say, cage, and you run our script, what will happen is pretty much nothing. Why? Because we are using that D here, but we are not printing it here. So that's the problem. There is no error, but you have just basically forgot that D to use. You can use that D, for example, here. D will be 0, 1, 2, 3. And let's save and run our script. Cannot switch from manual field specification to automatic. Oh yeah, you can mess around with manual automatic, so you need to specify those things. Sorry. For example, this will be 0, and this will be 0, and this will be 0. What that means? That means that we're gonna grab this in variable a, and at the first part of the printing our report, our imaginary report, there will be something from position 3, which will be D. Okay, so let's run it. Source must be saved. Okay, blah blah blah, and there you go. You have result. But that's pretty much simple stuff. So let's recap. You have some variables, and if you want to print it, you will just do print, and you will open string. You will grab those actual data, and you will put them into placeholders using format, and you will open then normal brackets and put those vars right here. Yeah, something like that. It's just stupid meta, source. But anyway, I probably, probably you understand this stuff right now. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Don't forget that in another programming languages, older ones, you have something which it's not similar, but it's a little bit harder to understand, especially if you have some kind of experience with C and C++. Those are older languages. So Python Python grabs some experience from those older programming languages, and that's the reason, because you have format which is easiest possible thing to do. So don't forget, if you have headache from all those old ways, just use format and pretty much you will be fine. So anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next tutorial.